Please welcome a player whose 17-year journey as a pro climaxes here today. This is the stage he dreamt of when he first picked up a cue. What a run he's had over the last fortnight. Knocking out Mark Selby, Ding Junhui, and coming from behind in the semis. He is about to emerge for the biggest game of his life. So let's raise the roof for his date with destiny. It's the eagle-eyed Barry Hawkins. And his opponent, a player with an absorbing talent for the big stage. He has been box office every single step of the way. They said what he's already done here was almost impossible. But here he is, on the verge of a 5th world title after 11 months out. When he's on song, nobody does it better than the defending champion. So blink and you'll miss him. The Rocket, Ronnie O'Sullivan.
A superb welcome for both of our finalists. It's best of 35 frames, of course. And the reward is the world title for one of them. Stephen Hendry has claimed that title 7 times, and it's a pleasure to see both Stephen and former UK champion John Virgo in the commentary box this afternoon. 8 frames to play this afternoon. Here we go, fellas.
Yes, thank you, Hazel. And there's the obligatory picture with the trophy. And I don't know what you were like when you went up there, but a lot of players don't like touching it, Stephen, don't they? They think it's bad luck. Did you want to touch it?
When you're ready,
I wasn't even thinking about it, to be honest. It didn't really
Thank
bother me. I'm
you,
not
thank
very
you, ladies and
superstitious.
gentlemen.
But this is it.
Settle down, please, now. First frame.
The final of the World
Ronnie
Championship.
O'Sullivan to break.
Just caught that safety a little bit too thin. Ronnie O'Sullivan will be feeling the nerves, just as Barry Hawkins, make no mistake. This is a big, big occasion. And the atmosphere, electric, it's bound to get into the players. Much too thick on that one. So the first chance goes to Ronnie. That was a poor safety shot from Barry. Just wonder how much that match took out of him last night, Stephen, because at the end of it, he looked absolutely exhausted.
One.
Yeah, it was a mammoth victory when you consider he was behind the whole match, 12-8 behind. As we watched this safety again, just didn't hit this positively at all. Didn't get any action on the cue ball. Yeah, it's imperative, I think. The first 4 frames are so important. I know it's a 35 frame final, but for Barry, the first 4 frames, he doesn't want to let Ronnie say get to a 4-0 lead and
6.
get overrun in this first session.
Seven.
You know what a quick starter O'Sullivan usually is.
And there's the wonderful Crucible Theatre in all its glory.
The thing that Barry Hawkins should take positive from is he's played his best snooker when
12.
he's been the underdog in this championship against world number 1 Mark Selby, Ding Junhui, another highly fancied player.
13.
Yes, and considering how poorly he played in the first 2 sessions in his semi-final against Ricky Walden, Did really well and proved what a tough competitor he is. Well, that was a kick. You saw it immediately.
Ronnie O'Sullivan,
No
13.
matter how good you are, when you get a kick, it affects any player, and it did Ronnie there. You see it straight away, bounced and went straight on.
Cue ball, Barry? No.
I think that's the first kick he's had for a few days, because I think that the semi-final against Judd Trump, he didn't have one when Judd had a few.
To say though, a little bit of nerves, a little bit of tension in the arm, just hits at the ball. Just had a quick word with Barry then when he was walking around. Disappointing safety, you know. Did they say anything? Can we pick it up?
Well, Ronnie's like gripping the cloth as if to say it was loose or it wasn't. Yeah, the table was recovered last night for this final. There's something that he's not happy with.
That was a fine shot.
Obviously, in this match, you would say that Barry Hawkins got nothing to lose. He's almost virtually nobody expects him to win this final. And for Ronnie, it's a strange situation, this final. Everyone expects him to win. So he's got a different kind of pressure on himself this final.
The one thing that's obvious at the moment, Barry Hawkins has got to play better safety than the last few he's played. He was lucky it didn't cost him more, his first bad safety, but his last two safeties, he's only just reached the baulk line. He needs to find that baulk cushion, particularly against someone of the scoring ability of Ronnie. See if he can do it this time. Well, he didn't even hit the ball on the way up there. That's not the red he intended to play safe off. So a nervy start. And Ronnie having a word with the referee, doesn't seem happy. Well, it could be the old problem of the earpieces. People are going a little bit too loud. If it's the table, well, you've got to get on with it. You've got to get used to it. Adapt your game around it. It's a bit early to be saying the table's not playing well, in all fairness. Now, does this red pass the green? He's eyeing it up.
Nice smooth cueing. Sometimes in the semi-final when he was feeling the pressure, hit the ball too hard, but that was nicely played. Right through the cue ball there.
Three.
At first glance, the table looks slow, John. I don't know if the cloth has come from a different roll from the rest of the tournament. It doesn't seem to be rolling out like it should.
Yeah, you usually see with these tables, just when you think it's come to a stop, it rolls on that extra 2 or 3 inches, but
4.
it seems as though that cue ball is pulling up quite abruptly at the moment. This is a tricky black, but it's the one he played for.
Barry Hawkins,
Chance
4.
gone. It's a decent opportunity that to get his hand on the table and settle himself.
1.
This was an excellent shot with the rest, particularly when you see him play so many times left-handed. He doesn't get a lot of practice with the rest, but he just seems to be a natural in anything he does on the snooker table.
Just looking to see where he wants to leave the cue ball. There is a red to those 3 reds to the right of the pink spot. The left one of those was actually followed through for the bottom red of the cluster. There is a gap.
7.
They can get the cue ball through. Don't know if the pink pot's the left corner, but if so, he can stun through the gap between the pink and the reds to the right.
Eight.
Well, he didn't expect to find a gap like that and catch it in the bump. He's finished absolutely perfect on the black. He was expecting to run into the reds. And if he doesn't catch the bump, in all honesty, he'd have probably finished on the baulk cushion. Going into them this time, and that's perfect. That has worked out absolutely inch perfect.
15.
And an interesting fact, Stephen, you were saying to me the other day, he's never been behind in any match in this year's World Championship.
No, and I had a text the other day apparently,
16.
apparently nobody has ever won the World Championship, having never been behind in any match.
Yes, he's won the first frame in every session he's played and has just gone on from there.
23.
And considering how long he had out from the game, competitively, it's remarkable.
24. $30. 31.
The red furthest to the right of the table will pot to the left corner here.
There's a
36.
like a cathedral hush in the crucible at the start of this match. I got a bit of a heavy contact there. You probably saw the red ball just leave the bed of the table. So he's not as close to this black as he would like. But played it beautifully. Nice cannon. Just see here, you see, it just took a bit of pace out the cue ball. But nothing is stopping him. And he's now at the stage where Barry needs a couple of snookers. Can't say a player won't come back to the table, particularly first frame. I'm certain
52.
Barry would like to come back to the table. It was only just to pot a few balls.
No, I think if Ronnie does miss, obviously it
53.
doesn't look like he will. I think it's important Barry does. Even if it's just the 6 colours, just get on that table. Get your cue arm going.
$59. 60.
He couldn't do much with that. He left himself a tricky black, but he knew he would. But he didn't have to do much with the cue ball, but it's a tough pot. But right in the heart of the pocket. And slow down, White. Slow down.
67.
I think it's perfect.
68. $74.
101 he can get here. Well, what a pity, but what a good start that was from Ronnie O'Sullivan. Well, he does nod a concession. Does Barry Hawkins? His safety play was a bit loose. He can't afford to do that. So Ronnie O'Sullivan